Alright. Yeah, nothing else we need to bother with, except for going to get our Monet.
Ezio! Come in, come in. To what do we owe the honor?
I really love that guy. He's my favorite character in this game, probably, besides Ezio. I want to look at the book.
Salute, Claudia.
You here to look at the book?
Okay. I really want that money is what I want. Thank you.
A presto, Ezio.
Buongiorno. Salute, Ser Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
Yes. I need to upgrade that blacksmith. Holy crap. It's expensive, but I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it.
Buon viaggio.
Nice. Oh my goodness. What do you want, Sonny? Stop bothering me. Clear. Oh, come on, get out of here. Oh, don't you dare. Oh, you. My phone's being a son of a tit. Okay, what's up, Mario? Oh yeah, right, we got another decrypted page. Wait, what? Oh! We add them when we do that. Oh, I'm a doof. Oh god, I don't remember which ones we've already seen. I thought Ada would be the one to lead me to rest, that I might lay down my blade and live as a normal man. But now I know such dreams are best left to sleep. Her face, I try to banish it from my mind as I remember the days and nights during which I chased her Templar captors across the sea. I almost got to them in time. Almost. If I had only been faster. Instead, I held her lifeless body in my arms, saw the terror reflected in her fixed, unblinking eyes. I hunted each man one by one until all responsible were gone from the world. But there was no joy in this, no satisfaction or release. Their deaths did not bring her back, did not heal my wounds. After that, I was certain I would never feel for a woman as I had for her. I am fortunate to have been wrong. Huh. So Altair actually had a romance? That's weird. Huh. Not something I would expect. Over time, any sentence uttered long and loud enough becomes fixed, becomes a truth, provided, of course, you can outlast the dissent and silence your opponents. But should you succeed and remove all challengers, then what remains is, by default, now true. Is it truth in some objective sense? No, but how does one ever achieve an objective point of view? The answer is you don't. It is literally physically impossible. There are too many variables, too many fields and formulae to consider. We can try, of course. We can inch closer and closer to a revelation, but we'll never reach it. Not ever. And so I have realized that so long as the Templars exist, they will attempt to bend reality to their will. They recognize there is no such thing as an absolute truth, or if there is, we are hopelessly under-equipped to recognize it. And so in its place, they seek to create their own explanation. It is the guiding principle of their so-named New World Order, to reshape existence in their own image. It is not about artifacts, not about men. These are merely tools. It is about concept. Clever of them. For how does one wage war against a concept? It is the perfect weapon. It lacks a physical form, yet can alter the world around us in numerous, often violent ways. You cannot kill a creed. Even if you kill all of its adherents, destroy all of its writings, these are a reprieve at best. Someone someday will rediscover it, reinvent it. I believe that even we, the assassins, have simply rediscovered an order that predates the old man himself. Aha! Ah, yeah. That makes a lot of sense now. Wait, did I? Okay, yeah. I believe that we already did the first three, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we already did that. Okay, we already did that one. So I'm just gonna go through these and make sure. I probably shouldn't even look at them until they're all in order, but... Oh, god damn it. Oh, left again. Or went right again. Robert de Sable may be dead, but his brotherhood survives. Though less conspicuous in appearance, I fear they remain a threat. Where once they proudly walked the streets, making for easier targets, now they retreat into the shadows. It grows difficult to track them. What wicked things will they weave in the darkness? Our work will be all the more complicated for it. Already there are rumors of a movement on Cyprus. I will have to investigate. It's made me realize that our tactics too must change. It means an end to our fortresses, to our penchant for spectacular displays of public assassinations. We must weave our webs quietly, and we must do so differently than we have in the past. Though I ask my brothers now to abandon their rituals, I do not ask that they abandon their creed. This is what makes us assassins, not the removal of a finger, not a false promise of paradise, not the prohibition of poison. Our duty is to the people, not to custom. If we must sneak, we shall sneak. If we must use poison, we shall use poison. If our blades can be used without removing fingers, we shall not demand they be taken. And we shall not manipulate our initiates with lies and parlor tricks. We shall speak plainly and honestly. We shall be made anew. Huh, interesting. Huh, well, that sounds a lot like something Ezio would say. Or not Ezio, Altair. Just like, all that shit, it's fucking bullshit. Now let's just get to business. Okay, we already saw that one. Attis, Dionysus, Horus, Krishna, Mithra, Jesus. Similar stories color their lives. Too similar, I think. Divine birthright, persecution, disciples, miraculous acts, resurrection. How is it possible? Perhaps it isn't. Merely a single story told over the ages. Borrowed then changed to fit the times, evolving as our tools and language do. Is this tale born of fact or fiction, a bit of both? Could these figures be the same person, their life extended and transformed by a piece of Eden? Al-Mualim spoke of Jesus as a real person, a mortal who had mastered the arts of manipulation. But what if he was wrong? If these men are real, and if they have walked amongst us many times before, does it mean they'll come again? Perhaps they are here now. So many questions, and every day even more. Interesting. Seems like a lot of these we have already. Like, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 11 missing. The hidden blade has been a constant companion of ours over the years. Some would even say it defines us, and they would not be entirely wrong. Many of our successes would not have been possible without it. Still, the device has begun to show its age, and so I have been researching improvements beyond ending the need. I have been researching improvements beyond ending the need to remove one's finger to wield it. The first is the addition of a metal plate that can be used to deflect incoming blows. The other assassins believe it is forged of a new metal, and credit me with the discovery of the formulae included on this page. It is better that they do not know the truth. I have worked with Malik to describe new methods of assassination, from on high, from ledges, and from hiding places. Basic movements, but critical nonetheless. The third and final improvement is the most simple, the provision of a second blade, identical in every way to the first. Should an assassin ever find himself tasked with dispatching two targets, he need only time his strike in such a way that he might reach both at the same time. These blades will be limited in number since the metals with which we forge them remain difficult to obtain. I will need to think carefully about who shall be allowed to carry two. Ah, okay, I get you. That does make sense. That's the island. Already got that. Okay. The apple is more than a catalog of that which precedes us. Within its twisting, sparking innards, I've caught glimpses of what will be. Such a thing as should not be possible. Perhaps it isn't. Maybe it is simply a suggestion. How to know? How to be sure? I contemplate the consequences of these visions. Are they images of things to come, or simply the potential for what might be? Can we influence the outcome? Dare we try? And in so doing, do we merely ensure that which we've seen? I am torn as always between action and inaction, unclear as to which, if either, will make a difference. Am I even meant to make a difference? Still, I keep this journal. Is that not an attempt to change or perhaps guarantee what I have seen? Uh-oh. Hold on there, Altair. You're going a little bit catterwampus here. We are obligated to hide, to be silent, to shape the course of history in secret. But some of my brothers and sisters disagree. They grow angry, insisting it is a mistake to shroud ourselves. They say it slows our work, but they do not understand the risks. To expose ourselves now would be too dangerous. I fear we will be branded madmen and attacked. So it goes. So it always has. If there is one thing I know for certain, it is that men do not learn by being told. Instead, they must be shown. They must make the connections themselves. If I say unto a man, be kind, be tolerant, be of an open mind, these words will wither and die long before they've affected change. It would be a waste, and so we must maintain our course. I see. Makes sense. I have studied the ancient pagan faiths that came before this more recent obsession with a single divine creator. They seem to have focused more on the fundamental forces at play in the world around us and less on arbitrary moral rules. The sun rises in the morning and sets in the evening. The tides ebb and flow. Grass grows, withers, dies, and then in time emerges from the ground once again. The air turns warm, then cools and back again. Some hidden energy keeps us fitted to the ground and pulls us back when we attempt to leave it. Each of these movements was represented by a god, before by a god or goddess. Each force given face, but recognized as something distinct and powerful. Which is not to say that there were not connections between these forces, a pantheon of individual spirits, of rules, invisible hands guiding the progress of the world around us. And so here there was an attempt to categorize, study, explain, and understand the way things work, even if it was flawed, but no more. Now we are asked to succumb to a far more simplified explanation. How naive to believe there might be a single answer to every question, every mystery, that there exists a lone divine light which rules over all. They say it is a light that brings truth and love. I say it is a light that blinds us and forces us to stumble about in ignorance. Ignorance! Violence! I long for the day when men will turn away from invisible monsters and once more embrace a more rational view of the world. But these new religions are so convenient, and promise such terrible punishment should one reject them. I worry that fear shall keep us stuck to what surely is the greatest lie ever told. Oof. That's profound. One may cultivate extracts from various plants found throughout the region. More exotic species can sometimes be obtained from traders and travelers, but their properties are less documented and require further examination. Traditional alchemical implements can be used to distill the poison. Care should be used as certain poisons can be absorbed through exposed skin. Many are those who have lost their lives to carelessness. One's blade should be hollowed according to the specifications listed herein. Deviation may create fractures within the metal, causing the blade to weaken and possibly break. And then slathering poison all over you. Which would not be fun, I'm guessing. What to make of this map? It appears to contain the entire world, not flat as they claim either, but round like a ball, like the apple. But how is such a thing even possible? Stranger still are the lands it shows, great patches of the unknown, the unexplored. So many places yet to be discovered. Are there men there? Are they like us? And if not, different how? I should like to know the answers. Perhaps in time I'll have the chance to travel, to chart a course and make my way to these distant lands. Man, frickin' Altair is going on a frickin' adventure here. Like, big time. This is nuts. Yeah, this is that one that we saw earlier. Seems like those were intentionally simple at the beginning. Just to show. Okay, we are growing larger. More make their way to our fortresses every day, men and women, young and old, from different lands, of different faiths. Each tells a similar story of having discovered the first part of our creed, that nothing is true. That's the first part of your creed is, never take the blood of an innocent. Whoa there. No, I'm kidding. Too often, though, the revelation undoes them. They lose their morality, certainty, security. Many are driven mad. We must guide them, help them to heal. Their minds must not be filled with more fairy tales, but with knowledge instead. Let them have answers, and let those answers be difficult and complex. Such is life. Altair learned that the hard way. Aw, man. Aw, no, not like this. I don't want to read this. Soon I shall pass from this world. It is my time. All the hours of the day are now colored by the thoughts and fears born of this realization. I know that the elements of my body will return to the earth, but what of my consciousness, my identity? That is to say, what of me? I suspect it will end, that there is no next world, nor a return to this one. It will simply be done forever. Our lives are so brief and unimportant. The cosmos cares nothing for us, for what we've done. Had we wrought evil instead of good? Had I chosen to abuse the apple instead of seal it away? none of it would have mattered. There is no counting, no reckoning, no final judgment. There is simply silence and darkness, utter and absolute. And so I have begun to wonder, might there not be a way to stop, or at least delay, death's embrace? Surely the ones who came before were not so frail and feeble as we, but I have sworn to be done with the artifact, to not gaze into its core. Still, faced as I am with the prospect of my end, what harm is there in one last look? Oh boy! That doesn't sound very smart, Altair. Okay, yeah. Oh man, that was fascinating! Oh, there's only 10 left, okay. I miscounted. Good golly, that was awesome! That was freaking awesome! Okay, anyway, sorry, I'm gonna stop nerding out now.